Guys, check it out. I got a new setup for you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. So if you guys are into anime, manga, comics, video games, or anything of the sort, you guys are probably familiar with the term power scaling. In case you guys don't know what power scaling is, okay, it's when a group of nerds such as myself and other people attempt to gauge a character's strengths and abilities and where they rank as a whole compared to other characters in their universe and in other universes. There's plenty of subreddits, YouTube videos, battle forums that talk about this stuff, and it's really, really popular. Hell, sometimes it can even spark up really good debates. Sometimes people take it a little too far, like with the Goku and Superman thing. But you get it. Power scaling is pretty popular. There's plenty of big YouTubers who do it for all different kinds of things. Now, recently I did a video on why the first Hokage Hashirama makes no sense, because that man was just fucking godly. However, it got me thinking about the power scaling in Naruto as a whole, and why the fuck the power scaling in Naruto is just so fucking broken. So, let's get into this video.
I got a rant, y'all.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Guac, Papa Dustin, whatever the hell y'all want to call me, back at you again with another video today. As always, feel free to follow on my other social media down below, my Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, gaming channel, all that good jazz. Before we get started, you guys know I gotta make me a little drink, so... let's get into it, y'all. And the drink of the day is going to be a simple shot. Some Screwball whiskey and some Chambord. I call it the PB&J shot. By the way, check out the shot glass. I fucking earned this. Because I fucking earned this.
About half full of Screwball whiskey, and the other half's gonna be Chambord.
As always, drink responsibly. Let me know what you guys are drinking down in the comments, and let's get back to this video. Cheers! I hope you guys enjoyed that mixed drink today, and let's get this video started. So, if you can tell by the title of this video and what I said at the beginning of this video, the power scaling in Naruto absolutely makes no fucking sense. It's fucking stupid, it's broken,
Today, Junior?
It's god-awful. And while they're not exclusive to the weird power scaling and power levels, Dragon Ball is guilty of this, there's some video games that are guilty of this, Marvel, DC are guilty of stuff like this. But I was really thinking about it as a guy who finished up the entire series and is starting to kind of get into Boruto. I know, it's not that good. I was really just thinking about the power scaling as a whole and how it kind of just went off the rails, especially when transferring from the original series all the way to Shippuden, or the 3-year time skip in which Naruto trained with Jiraiya. By the way, moment of silence for Jiraiya. I just feel like after that, the power scaling in Naruto as a whole just kind of went off the rails, okay? And of course we expected Naruto and company to get stronger, we expected Sasuke to get stronger, we expected the Akatsuki to be badass, but I don't know, the power scaling just felt so... It was just a shift. To give you kind of a good example of this, okay? Take first Hokage Hashirama, I know I'm bringing him up again. When he was first introduced into the series, okay, we know he had wood style, okay, we know he was one of Hiruzen's teachers, even though later on it was just the second Hokage, I believe. However, when he was revived in Edo Tensei, or the reanimation jutsu in English, during the battle with Orochimaru, when Orochimaru fought Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, Sarutobi was holding back against Orochimaru, but he was able to hold his own pretty well against Hashirama and Tobirama. Now correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe when that scene was actually written, it was intended to imply that Hiruzen was truly the strongest of all the Hokage, right after Minato. According to lore, Minato was the strongest Hokage in history as the 4th Hokage, and Hiruzen was God of Shinobi. That fight against, the reanimated 1st and 2nd Hokage basically was, I guess, supposed to establish Hiruzen as the God of Shinobi that surpassed his predecessors. And that Minato was the guy who succeeded after him and was supposed to be the new God of Shinobi. And that Hiruzen, even at old age, was still on their level. However, once Shippuden came around, that all changed. As we know, Minato was still a badass, and even Hiruzen to a certain extent. He was a badass shinobi and a badass parent. But then all of a sudden, first Hokage Hashirama was catapulted to basically godhood. Beyond godhood at that point. Let's be real here. And of course this was done for a reason, thanks to good old Madara Uchiha. Of course, Madara needed a rival, and who better than the first Hokage? And of course, we all know how badass Madara was, the fact that he was able to smack around the 5 Kage, who were the strongest ninja in the world at that point. You know, if you're not counting Naruto, Sasuke with the Rinnegan, and I don't know, do you guys think Killer Bee was in the same category as them? You guys let me know that. But still, these guys were some of the strongest people on the planet, and yet Madara washed them easily. You know, Hashirama went from basically being, you know, the predecessor to the 3rd Hokage, and, you know, ultimately, I wouldn't say fodder, but, you know, an old relic, while, you know, guys like Sarutobi and eventually Minato were supposed to take over and become the new strongest. I mean, they catapulted Hashirama with a goddamn catapult, a cannon, and a fucking jetpack. They catapulted this guy just to beyond godhood. And to me, that's one of the major examples of the power scaling getting broken from Shippuden. I guess it had to be retconned so he could rival Madara Uchiha, but even still, man. But we don't just have that. I mean, look at the fucking Sharingan. Remember in the Chunin exams when Neji and Hinata Hyuga were fighting, and, you know, Kakashi and everyone was talking about the Byakugan and how it's almost, or if not on par, if not even surpassing the Sharingan at base levels. To a certain extent, I do believe that's still to be true, but then you got the fucking Mangekyo Sharingan abilities. So just to go over a few, okay? We have fucking Amaterasu, the infinite black flames that can burn everything, including fire. Tsukuyomi, which basically manipulates time and space and puts someone in a genjutsu that only another person with the Mangekyo Sharingan can break out of. Sasuke can extinguish the black flames of Amaterasu and can even, you know, fucking control them and manipulate them into different shapes. Shisui's Koto Amatsukami, which is such a powerful genjutsu, people don't even realize they're being manipulated. And then we have fucking Kamui, which, if I could have any Sharingan ability, it'd easily be Kamui. I mean, seriously, the ability to transport people to a different dimension and phase through solid objects. Obito was practically damn near a fucking god himself with fucking Kamui alone. I mean, he literally had the world fooled to believe that he was Madara, so I mean, it clearly has to be OP. But you get the point. Mangekyo Sharingan abilities were crazy, and that's not even including the fucking Susanoo, Perfect Susanoo, Tosaka Blade, you know, Madara and his goddamn Perfect Susanoo, which he even states was comparable to a tailed beast. I mean, let's be real here, Madara was so OP, they didn't even give this man a Mangekyo Sharingan ability. Unless you count the video games, which I believe in like I believe it was in one of the video games, in like one of the cutscenes, it showed Madara being able to like rewind time with his Mangekyo Sharingan ability. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Which, if that's the case too, I mean, if he could fucking do that, how the fuck did you still lose to Hashirama? And then we're not even getting into the Izanagi and the fucking Izanami. If you think about it, the Sharingan literally became a goddamn plot device. Like, the Sharingan and Sharingan users had so many fucking hacks, it was unreal. I mean, of course, the Uzumaki and Senju clans were pretty fucking OP, but I mean, when was the last time any of them were putting tailed beasts under genjutsu and all that? I mean, come the fuck on, bro. Then again, Hashirama was going around capturing all these tailed beasts and fucking selling them at wholesale. Like, god damn it. But anyway, you know, you get the point. You know, the power creep just went the fuck up. And of course, you know, you're gonna have that, you know, when you're introducing different characters, you know, that of course the next villain is going to be a step above the other ones. But I feel like in Naruto especially, you know, at first when like Shippuden first began, you know, you kind of expected, you know, the Akatsuki to be strong and everyone to be stronger, but, you know, still kind of far behind. You know, everyone's kind of have different abilities, so you kind of expect people to be stronger. But I don't know, I feel like in the later on in the series, especially when you start getting introduced to the, you know, the Rinnegan abilities and, you know, the Otsutsuki clan, if you think about it, Naruto went from being a show about ninjas to basically, well, I don't want to say gods, but, you know, they're not ninjas no more. But you guys get the point, okay? The power creep was fucking insane. It's almost as if like every other villain, especially when it came to Shippuden, became so godly and so fucking OP, it was goddamn ridiculous. Especially anyone in the vicinity who wielded a fucking Sharingan or had a goddamn, you know, tailed beast. I mean, first off, let's just fuck up and talk about Naruto, for example. The fact that this man was basically Jinchuriki of goddamn near all the goddamn tailed beasts. The fact that this man could pull Kurama chakra out like it was fucking nothing, had all the plot saving him and shit, it was fucking insane. I feel like when Naruto was more plot armor than anything. And as I said, I mean, Madara himself was just goddamn insane. Now, I'm not really bringing up Boruto here because I'm not that far in the series, and it's not really a series that's interested me that much, but once I get further in it, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more. But yeah. But anyways, this is kind of a quick video I wanted to put out for you guys today. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what you think, if I got something wrong. You guys just let me know. I do want to say I am not a power scaler, or am I an expert. You know, so there's probably things I did miss and got wrong. So like I said, you know, just correct me down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me, whether it be rants or skits or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.